Hey, you guys seen the boss around? No. Think I heard he went back to Earth to play the Resident Evil 4 remake. Oh, yeah. Forgot. He blew up the studio, so he couldn't play here. Well, since he's on hiatus, it's party time, dudes! Yeah! Alright, let's party! Meanwhile, back on Earth.
Finally. Finished Resident Evil 4 Remake. Now I just gotta get washed up and head back to the studio. Huh? What was that noise? Must have been the wind. No. Is that a regenerator? Oh god, oh no. Anything but that. My mask. Where's my... Shit. Left it on my desk. Damn it. Now that I can't use my powers. Damn. Guess there's no other choice but to rely on uncivilized powers. Say hello to my little friend. Now's my chance.
What the hell? Oh, it's the boss. Hey boss, kill the party.
What are you all staring at, huh? Get the studio ready. It's time for a video.
Boss, the studio was in ruins, remember?
I don't care. We'll use a green screen for the time being. Now let's go. It's time for a Hypes and Gripes review of the Resident Evil 4 Remake.
Welcome!
Hello again. My name is Nukaclipse, and today is a good day. I rarely am able to do reviews on a new game, so I'm pretty excited, especially since it's Resident Evil 4, my most played and favorite game from the series. When I played the demo, I was impressed, but I was also concerned because some changes made with the previous remakes weren't really that great. So Resident Evil 4 had to be perfect. So was it? Let's find out. We're gonna go ahead and get the gripes out of the way first because, well, there isn't really anything to gripe about, actually. So we'll just move on into the hypes. Hype number 1. Gorgeous environments. I noted this in my demo review, but that was limited. Haven't seen the rest of the areas. I honestly gotta say, it's one of the best looking environments I've seen in a while, especially for a horror setting. It's dark and moody, but colorfully vibrant at the same time. The areas are covered in foliage and various other props that make everything feel like a place that was long forgotten. And it was a lot more difficult to pick up on traps as they blended in so well. It had me paranoid, worried where I was walking. Though I still managed to step on enough bear traps to chop off both legs for 3 lifetimes. Hate those damn bear traps. Hype number 2. The changes to the quick time events. Now I was probably one of the few people that liked the QTE scenes in the game. I thought it had a cinematic flair to them, watching the big action star get himself out of a tough situation at just the right moment kind of thing. The QTE, especially with Krauser, was my favorite. It felt intense to me back then. But they said they were removing it from the remake, and I was a little concerned. How good would the Krauser fight be if you're just plainly fighting it? Oh, boy was I surprised. That fight was actually fun to do. You had to pretty much still in a way you press the buttons at the right moment, but you were in the thick of it, constantly keeping up with Krauser and trying to outmaneuver him, and because of the new parry system with the knife, it made the fight a lot better. There's other QTE changes as well, but nothing as good as the Krauser fight. Of course, the lack of the laser hallway scene is a big loss. Anyone who watched the first Resident Evil movie remembers that scene fondly and loves doing it with Leon. It's whatever. Hype number 3. The new knife system. Now initially I wasn't feeling the idea of a knife that breaks. Any game that adds durability on weapons usually irks my nerves, and the demo made me feel like you were going to end up searching for knives to make it through the whole game. Well, thankfully that's not the case. Once I met the merchant, all my worries washed away. Not only can you repair a damaged or broken knife, you can also upgrade the durability of it, allowing it to last longer for stealth kills and parries. But if you do happen to break your knife and you're unable to repair it, or just in a bad spot, you can also find weaker but still useful knives scattered throughout the areas. So if you don't want to use your main knife, well, you can burn through your extra knives or vice versa. So overall, it's a fair system to use. I really appreciated that. Hype number 4. Changes to the boss fights. Now, Resident Evil 4 has some memorable boss fights. The El Gigante fight, Mendez, and the Verdugos are a few to mention. But some of those bosses were kind of mediocre. Case in point, Salazar. It's a good example of a boss fight. But the remake made it way more entertaining or challenging. Salazar now moves around the whole area, attempting to outmaneuver you and leave you vulnerable to an attack. But you have to constantly be on the moves and striking when the opportunity presents itself. There are other examples, but that one had the most dramatic change from the original in my opinion. And I was actually pretty interested in the fight overall. So, good job on that. Hype number 5. Holy shit, there's a lot here I like, huh? Number 5 is the charms and case improvements. Now, it's been a while since I played the original, but I don't remember getting charms in it. I do recall getting something from the shooting gallery, like the models or something. I don't know. Anyways, the charms are pretty damn cool to have. From adding a chance to get more ammo from crafting, to getting an increase in resale value, the charm adds a whole lot more to your playthroughs. On top of that, cases add a unique touch to your inventory, while also providing passive bonuses like more pesetas, aka cash, or increased drop rates for certain items. My focus was on getting a lot of pistol ammo, so I rarely went without when it came to my beautiful red 9. And the final hype, number 6. The dog! The dog, it's alive! It's alive! If you watched my last video, you know that's the reason why my studio is gone. Cause I thought Capcom killed the dog. You sly bastards. Not only is the dog back, but it's back with a vengeance. Also, it's not really a dog anymore, but more of a badass wolf, which makes it even cooler. And instead of disappearing like it did in the original, it hangs out and you can approach it and Leon says,
Thanks, bud.
which is a really nice touch. But thank you, Capcom, for that. I was honestly contemplating blowing up the planet if you did it. So that's a smart move on your part. Well, that's the end of the hypes versus the gripes. It's not hard to tell that I thoroughly enjoyed the remake. Resident Evil 3 Remake was a bit of a letdown, especially since it lacked the Mercenaries mode I enjoyed playing, and wanted to see again with the new graphics and changes. So, my feelings on them suggesting a remake for Resident Evil 4 were very mixed. But since playing through it, I fell in love with Resident Evil 4 again, and very happy to know that the Mercenaries mode for the original is coming soon, as free content, and I know I'm going to be having a lot of fun playing that. Well, that's the end of the video. Till next... Oh shit, not again. Wait a second. I got superpowers now. So, as I was saying... Till next time.